Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is number 6 in the Blue Monday series I'm doing on my channel. Thanks to my favoritist bully, Susan. She's always in the comment section and suggesting amazing things or chatting with me or helping me find foundation shades and palettes that I'll love. So I was thinking you could say hey to Susan in the comment section if you want to. She's why we're doing this. So anyway, I figured to mix things up a little bit for today's Blue Monday video, I would randomly pick 5 shades from a palette and create a look with it. So the palette I picked is the BH Cosmetics Sweet Shop Bubblegum palette. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I filmed a Blue Monday with this and everything about the video went wrong. And I figured instead of recreating that look, because I don't love doing that, I like to, change things up a bit and do things different. I figured we could do the palette bingo of this, and then I wouldn't be tempted to do the same look because I think most of us have our own kind of idea of what we like to do or wear, and I think without even thinking about it we just kind of lean that way. So let's pick out some random numbers or random shades and make a look. So we've got 1 starts here and 8 ends here. So let's see what we get. We'll generate the first number, 5. All right, next up we have 2. And pick number 3, shade 6. Pick number 4, shade number 1. And last but not least, 7. So on the back of my hand, we have the first one, which was Chili, and then Pop, and then Bubbles, and then Frozen, and the last one was Sweetened. So I think that's a pretty good range. We got the 2 lightest shimmers and the 2 middle, the first 3, I guess, matte blues. Okay, so obviously my eyebrows are not done. I thought it would be fun to do blue in the eyebrows to match the eye look. I've never done it before, but why not have a little play sesh while we're doing this makeup look? So let me figure out what I'm gonna do on my eyes, which I already have primed with the NARS Soft Matte Concealer below my brows and the Milani primer everywhere else. And then we'll get into it. Okay, I'm gonna go into the light matte blue called Chili, and that is going to go through my transition area. It's gonna be a pretty standard Jan look, light through here, darker on the outer corner, and then shimmer on the inner half. But I think that's gonna be okay. These mattes from the Sweet Shop collection are so good. They're just really nice mattes. The shimmers are really nice. These good BH palettes make me wish they had stayed in business. All right, that's where we are right now. That would actually be a really cool one and done with a shimmer on it. Maybe. Why not, right? We could do that. I could use all 5 shades by using the darker ones as liner and on the lower lash line. Why not? Let's just, like I said, have a little play sesh and, you know, enjoy the makeups. Jackson's sneezing. That is really bright and pretty. Okay, so far, super duper easy. It looks really pretty. I love that blue shade, it's so good. Okay, so that means I should take my handy dandy liner. Actually it's a brow brush with a spoolie on the other end, which we will use for the brows, but let's use this to line my upper lash line. I did this recently and really liked it, and I also had another thought of something I used to do but haven't in quite a while, so I'm going to attempt that today. So we're going to take the darkest shade called Sweetened on this wet liner brush, and I'm just going to tap that, or stamp it, I guess. Oh no, okay, don't panic. But also don't blink. All right, I'm going to attempt to put this on my inner corner a little bit. Or not even inner corner, but inner lash line-ish. Okay, that's working. I'm gonna let that dry and then we'll do the shimmer shades. Okay, the liner is on. Now let's do the shimmer. What did I use? Oh, okay, let's clean this brush off a little bit. Okay, I cleaned this off on a wipey. It's just It for Ulta Flawless All Over Shadow Brush. And we're gonna go into the shade Pop, which is the bluer shimmer shade. And I'm going to boop that just kind of all over. Nothing real strategic. Just, you know, booping it. You know, I like to boop things on my face. I'm even going over the darker blue shade that we were using as a liner, or that I'm using. Not taking it all the way out, but most of the way. I really think I'm liking this. It's very different, but I do, you know, try to do different things. Okay, so why don't I just throw that on the floor? That'll work. For the lower lash line, I'm gonna take the bright royal blue shade called Bubble, and I'm just gonna smudge that underneath. I'm going to wet my Singe Beauty EO1, and we're gonna use the only shade left that we haven't, and that is the Frozen shade, which is kind of a bluey green. And I'm going to put that right in here, kind of dramatically. We're not pretending this is gonna be a wearable, simple eye look. Okay, I know we're looking a little bit nutty. I think this is going to be one of them there trust the process things, but I think doing the brows right now might be what we should do. I wanted to do it on camera with you. I normally don't. I normally just whack on my brows, prime my eyes, and then start filming. And like I said, I've never done this kind of thing before. So I'm gonna take the darkest shade we picked, and that was Sweetened. And kind of the same idea, I'm going to line the under part of my brow like I would if I were using my brow products. See, the good part about doing my brows first is that when I mess up like this, I can just cover it. All right, let me do the other one and then we'll continue on. I'm cleaning the brush off a little bit on my white bead, and we're going to go into the Bubbles shade, which was the royal blue. And I'm going to use that to kind of fill in my brows a little bit. I have very sparse brows, and they're super short, like they don't actually come out here. So I fake how big they are. And I think this is going to end up being more of a, not a wispy brow. It's going to be a bit more structured, which I think is fine. Now we'll take, yeah, let's go with the light blue and just put that on the inner. We may have to mix the lightest blue and the royal blue, we'll see. Yeah, we'll just do a little mixing of the two. All right, let me just quickly go off camera, put on the rest of my face some liner and some mascara, and I'll come back and show you the finished look and we can see how I did. All right, I'm back and this is the finished look. Let me scoot you in for an up close reconnoiter at the eyes. Okay, I think it's fun. I would totally wear this if I was going out. I did attempt to do a little bit of a wing. It was an epic failure. So I just blended over it to light blue and toned it down a bit. So not good, but you know, just a little tiny mistake in the big scheme of things. I think the eyebrows look pretty fun. It was super simple. And I mean, the eye look also very, very simple, but I think super impactful. And I know what you're gonna say, Sharon, you would totally wear this. Just kidding, I know. But yeah, again, I wanna thank Susan for inspiring me and coming up with ideas and supporting my shenanigans here. I'm loving doing this Blue Monday look. So yeah, Blue Monday, number 6, done and dusted. Hopefully I said the right number at the beginning because now I can't remember. Hopefully you liked this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Please ignore the shenanigans happening in the background. Mike is filling up the ice cube tray. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.